Beautiful. Welcome back to the road to 1 million. I've rebranded it as the road to nowhere because even though the million is my goal, the £1 million revenue in a year and or the million followers online, I feel like nothing really actually matters. Like nothing at all really matters. And I've noticed this most recently because like time just moves on. Good times fucking come to an end, bad times come to an end, so nothing really matters. Nothing's really real. You die every night and you're just blessed to wake up. So at this point I'm a bit like not done with it, but I might as well document it from a less of a serious dimension and more in a like a slapstick, because that's how I like to fucking operate a bit more anyway. Like shit's hit the fan, stuff's going bad, and I feel like the road to nowhere is way more relevant to a lot more people than the road to 1 million. Like I'm not trying to be one of those fucking fake fucking cunts online that just promote their fucking course that they haven't actually built a business on. And if I fucking have to expose my finances and expose my losses and give them out to the world so that everyone can learn, then sweet, because I'm very bad at learning from other people's mistakes for some reason. I feel like I have to make my own, which is probably both a blessing and a curse, but that's just the way it goes. So the road to nowhere updates as I've just found out a few things like online. People love it when I eat fruit and fucking shit with the skin on, which is fucking dumb. Like it pains me a little bit to know that the most interactive videos recently that I've put up is when I'm eating a fucking watermelon with the skin on, which is sound like do what works. But man, I find it very hard to put that sort of level of dump content out and be happy with it. It's fucking challenging. Or what's also done well is like the hair content, which I like. Obviously, like I like my hair. Haven't had it cut for a little bit. Trying to focus on other shit than fucking go and getting a trim. But it just the haircut content for some reason I seem to still struggle with the concept of do what works and just repeat it. Like the best fucking accounts somehow seem to regurgitate, repost and re-engineer the same shit over and over again, which blows my marbles. But I guess people are just fucking freaks for the same shit. Like I'd probably do something similar as well in the way I consume content, but I do like to see new shit with different ideas and different fucking hooks, and not everything being all real clickbait. But that's sort of the game that I'm in at the moment. What I'm sort of toying with is using TikTok for more of the hair stuff. I'm going to try to do more hair than eating fruit and like shrimps with the skin on, and then use TikTok more for the hair, which I need to do some more content on. It doesn't help that I haven't had a trim, but maybe that will be more relevant, more relatable, let's say, than having a fresh fade all the time. Then with Instagram, I'm just going to keep it fairly aesthetic. I had an Instagram audit from someone who looks after influencers the other day, and they said that because I only follow one person, it makes it not very engaging for the customer or the viewer. And I feel like that makes sense until you know the reasons why I don't follow anyone, because all I follow is my Western Boulevard clothing business that will become an e-commerce business and a side piece of what I'm doing. And it means that my feed is empty. Like if you look at my fucking feed, there's nothing. Every like 30 days I have to press no suggested post, but as a whole, like I don't end up scrolling and looking at dumb shit. And the actual main focus for that is that when I see my mates, I actually get to ask what they've done, which I think is a lost art. I get to ask what they've been doing, how are they, what's been their fucking highs, what's been their lows, what's been going on. I get like an actual like deep level conversation rather than just surface level all the time. Which I know it from today. Like I met an influencer at Wanderlust today, and I was like, I'm gonna say hello because I have seen a lot of your content, so I feel like I know you on a sort of level anyway. Even though he doesn't know me, I still know them because I see it through their stories and through what they put out online. So it's very funny when you fucking meet someone in the flesh who's got a bit of clout online, because you realise everyone's the same, and also you're like, actually, these guys are just doing their thing and they're probably just inputting more and they're getting more of an output and they're just hustling a bit harder. So it's always nice to fucking test the minerals. Like everyone's fucking normal at the end of the day, and it doesn't really make a difference the number on the screen. It just only makes a difference if you put them on a pedestal. So yeah, that was a fun one. That was segues into what I'm doing most recently. So Coco died. Content is fucking great. I love doing extreme sports content, doing trips to islands. There's a huge market for it on YouTube. People love it. The merch side of it looks like it would be great, and the actual lifestyle is fun. Right now, though, it's hard to monetize because I'm so early on in the game. I got some good stats early on, like 60k views. I'll have to double check. The 60k views from the long form and the short form, not the short form, but the shorts. The shorts are doing quite well. But again, it's still like learning what's working, and also trying to fund my life as well in Bali. I literally just paid for another 6-month visa extension, so I'm here for that. Just paid for a flight for my visa run, so I've got to go out and then come back in. And what else have I fucking paid for? Something else. But basically, I ended up draining all of my resources as a whole. I did a LinkedIn and a Twitter post about it because I find it's just easier to be honest and transparent about what you're doing and where you are in life, rather than trying to fucking gloss it up. So at the moment, I'm literally like dead out of cash. I borrowed 100 quid from my sister earlier, and I just got paid from a deal that I put together or introduced anyway for this company that I'm working for. So there's 2 sales jobs I can go back to. And what I notice is that what I've always been fairly good at is sales. But I've never really accepted fully that sales is not just like a job that you jump in and you jump out for. It's like you kind of have to live and breathe it all the time. Like if you're not earning, you're burning. So I've been burning hard, burning on building the website, burning on getting the design done, burning on fucking running ads, burning on spending my time umming and ahhing over stuff, burning cash, getting shit made, and really not looking at what I was getting into my account. And that, I think that was fine for like the abundance mindset, but really like you can't sugarcoat the abundance mindset. If you're not making cash, you're just emptying a reservoir, and that reservoir doesn't go on forever. So that's what I've done. Emptied the reservoir, fucking messaged my parents. I was like, you're probably going to fucking get a few late payment bits in the post from my bank. But I don't know if I should be more fucking concerned or more worried, but I feel like when your back's in the corner, you kind of fucking get more done. So I don't know if that's the smartest way to do it. I should probably just know that I should fucking hustle more every day anyway. But recently I took on a new sales job that started at the end of the month. That'll be solar sales on the phone, 6 hours a day. Seems alright. Sales is my bread and butter, so another reality check for me to actually fucking consider that I need to be selling non-stop. And I know there's a fine line between selling and just being a fucking pest. So I guess it will be trying to balance what I'm actually doing. And then from there, moving forward, what I've been doing with a company called Anti. Anti is part of the company, the Holistic Health Club, who have a couple of e-commerce brands within that. So there's Duggos, which is the red light glasses, and then Happy Tape, which is the mouth tape. They've both launched, I believe, and their e-commerce brands focus more on the actual like brand building side rather than the drop shipping side. So I've been knee deep in e-commerce, and since starting that, they've got a fucking very good team. They've got a guy, Eldon, on ops, which is fucking solid. George does a lot of the rendering and design shit, I guess. Fucking knows really too much. Ash, who's I guess spearheading it, does most of the design, a lot of the client acquisition and technical closing at this point. There's a few other guys. I don't really know how it's put together that much, but I just know that they need people fucking bringing in new business. So I've been helping them the last 2 weeks bring in new business. So when I say new business, I mean an existing e-commerce company that's already doing decent numbers that want to increase their conversion rates. So standard conversion rates probably like 2.5%. If we can usually increase that by like a 30% increase, so like I don't know how that would actually work in terms of those numbers, but if a brand's doing 10k a month on 2%, if we can double that conversion rate to say 4%, they're going to be doing 20k a month, which is obviously for them values at 10k a month. So if we can get them to increase their conversion rate from an advertorial or a landing page, or change the copy, change the design, change the branding a little bit, then we can actually bring them a lot of business. So there's been a few little methods that we've been working on. Different methods in terms of like structure, I guess. So one play so let me tell you the numbers. So the last 2 weeks I've had my hand involved with 3 clients totaling, if everything goes according to plan, touch wood, 3 clients totaling about 30K's worth of work, USD, which I think is good. One of them is more of a retainer based play, and then the other 2 will be sort of just I think one-time deals for now anyway. Obviously there's a lot of upsells because Ash and the team are really good at what they do. There's the render side, there's the landing page side, there's a website redesign, there's the Shopify build, there's fucking paid media, there's branding. So like there's a lot of talented people there, so honestly it feels like a very good product to sell, and I think that's sort of evident in the amount of interest I've been able to generate just from a few little messages online and meeting a few people. So we'll see how that goes. I'm on a 10% commission structure with all the revenue from this, so I guess if I can bring in 30K a month, that's 3K a month, and that'll fucking put my head back to where it needs to be. Yeah, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is why I'm also taking the other sales job as well, because I just need cash right now. I've been fucking slacking. I've been kind of living in dreamland a bit, not having a structure, not having a plan, not doing what I need to be doing, which is bringing on sales, whether it's for my own business or someone else's business. I need to be fucking meeting people, networking online, on the phone, in person. I much prefer the in-person sale. I feel like I can fucking win people over like fairly easily because I'm just genuine, pretty honest, and I don't mind fucking saying how it is. So yeah, I think a mixture of all 3 will be helpful. Also, I guess with the landing pages and e-com stuff, I'm still like fairly novice. I know a bit about it and I can fucking blag it a bit, but it's good when you actually have like a proper technical understanding of what's going on, especially for creating content. So if I'm going to do like LinkedIn posts or Twitter posts, which I've scheduled for every morning now, first hour of the day is to write LinkedIn and Twitter posts, and then from there it's what can I actually do apart from telling my stories and giving my vulnerabilities and fucking saying shit that's a bit brash, like actually giving value based on what people can do with their landing pages or with their website to increase their conversion rates would be helpful, because that would then build the authority that I need to actually get some inbound leads. However, that comes with time, and I'm not naive enough to think that I can just go bam and then everything's done. Also, it actually requires me to do the work that needs to be done. So this is why I'm sat here now recording content, because I've given myself a calendar, and in my calendar for the last hour and a half of my day, it's record and edit content. Trying to do at least 1, maybe 2 LinkedIn posts a day. I think realistically 1 LinkedIn post a day, and then I can, bolster that as a Twitter fucking post as well. I don't know what these fucking things are, but yeah. That goes from there. Then from there, basically I just want to fucking sell. So getting into as many Slack communities as possible, DMing people on Twitter, DMing people on LinkedIn, asking people for advice, finding out brands, DMing the brands on Insta, setting out a fucking playbook and a bit of a CRM and Notion of all the ideal brands we want to work with, all the agencies we want to work with. This is what I was going to say before. So there's 3 ways that we can work with someone. It's you're an agency and you white label our services, which is good because that's more like retainer based, and that's more for me like passive income after the fact. So there's agency white label, which is nice, a film and partner, if you will. Then there's also director brand, DTB. I don't know if that's actually a thing, DTB, but director brand. So then hitting up the brand, hitting up the marketing manager, speaking to the CEO, doing some cold outreach, getting on the blower, getting on the email, finding, maybe doing a loom of what they're doing well and not what they're doing not so well, and then trying to go in that way. That's super cold and super fucking, it's not tough, but like there'll be a lot of objections. We've just redesigned our website, we've just fucking got a heat map, and we've just got fucking the brand manager who's going to be doing all of that. our agency, which is charging us fucking 10 times the amount that we should be, is fucking doing that. Like, there's going to be a lot of objections. I'm still fucking open for it because I feel like I can DM a few founders who have got like founder influencer pages, I don't know what you call that, like good founder stories. I can just DM them. There's a few on the dream list, and then there's the last bit which I like the most, which is the influencer play. So similar with like the school growth partner, find an influencer, you tell them you can build them a fucking community on school, you split the profits 50-50, kind of like that, but instead of having a community which is a ball ache, you say, you got a following, you can do shit organically very well, you got good engagement, let's sell our product. What do you want to sell? We'll fucking source it, we'll get the fucking fulfillment set up, you can have your toe in on the design and branding, but we'll basically do all of it for you, we'll make it highly optimized for conversions, we'll run the back end of it essentially. Then we can probably move it onto stuff like TikTok Shop or onto Amazon, or just keep it on Shopify and keep it simple. Then if they want, we can run paid media as a added extra. Like the influencer I met earlier was like, I'm kind of over fucking flogging shit and promoting shit, so I was like, so you could just like do the occasional story and then we could run the paid media for it as well. So then you don't really have to do much, you just maybe do a couple bits of content for us so we can actually have your face on the front. I imagine most of these brands like Prime, Logan and KSI are probably not the back end engines of this fucking deal. They're just the marketeers. Happy Dad, I don't know, I imagine they've got a fucking big team, but it could be the same. And then any real like brand, it just makes sense. You're like back end engine, front end face. Combine and you have the fucking full stack of fucking engine and delivery. So yeah, that's something I like. And also being in Bali, there's a lot of fucking influencers that you can approach. And if you have something like actually like valuable like that, I want to build you a brand based on what you want to do. Let's fucking do it. If you invest X amount, we'll fucking send it to the moon. I think it's a good value prop. So we'll see. It's going to be one of those things where I just need to test it as it goes. And yeah, I feel like for me this is a good period, even though maybe I'm not as cash heavy as I like to be. Something had to give. Like I've had shit real easy not real easy, but I haven't been that deep. I haven't been fucking trying to make a buck this hard in a while. So I think it was a bit of a reality check and a bit of a, hey motherfucker, like no one's coming to save you, let's get this shit done. So yeah, I've just been fucking hitting shit, and I think when the sales start coming in, which they already have been, like I said, probably got, if this most recent guy closes, that'll be 30k in about 30k prospective pipeline in about a week. And like I said, 20k of that should be a recurring revenue on a monthly basis if we can handle all of the fulfillment, which we can. We're hiring quite a lot, and then we go from there. But yeah, there's a good team. I feel positive about it. If fucking push comes to shove and I can't fucking make it out alive, like we'll fucking cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm not really fucking bothered because I need to get shit done. And yeah, there's my road to nowhere. Like I said, I need to go fucking batten the hatches and get more work done. But really, like, nothing matters. If you don't know what you're doing with your life, don't worry, neither do I. If you fucking got no money, don't worry, neither do I. If you fucking have bad days and you fucking can't get out of bed and you fucking hate yourself, so do I. This shit's fucking, I don't know if it's normal, but like not everyone's wired the same. So if you're not fucking loving life at all the times, I think that's just part of the suck that you have to embrace. Like when the tough gets, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And you know, you have to actually have it tough to get going. I've found I'd probably say I've had a fairly privileged upbringing in life. So, you know, that's kind of what happens when you got good parents, you got a good family, you got a good fucking stable household. Like stability is basically comfort, which is probably going to kill you. So I just needed to get out of my comfort zone so much that I'm going to have to fucking have something kick off for me to get out of it. Otherwise I'll be fucking in the hole for a long time. But yeah, it's not the way that every story goes, but it's the way my story's going. So for one thing's for sure, like, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll fucking see. I've got Anti feels good. The sales job feels good. I just need to work more, work harder, train more. Had 2 months off of training because I was getting injured so fucking much. So then I hit the peptides. A little update on the peptides is I feel pretty fucking good about those. I don't feel like I've got too many fucking injuries coming, but that's why I've hit more of the CrossFit slash cardio focus. And yeah, that's my little update. Connor Weston's Road to Nowhere. Love you lots. Ciao, ciao. See you on the other side. See you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a look at the other fucking YouTube videos, the actual fun ones that I do, and blow all that shit up. And just because I don't follow you back on Instagram doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. So try it. You might like it. Everyone will hate you for it, but it's actually a fucking godsend. So yeah, more life. Bye.